Good morning, everyone again. See you. How is one more time? We'll do a little bit of meditation, okay? I think today was a little bit noisy, maybe you're not able to really concentration, but as much as you can. Because usually, whatever we study, this is meditation. Because we study, then we concentration, and then we go. This is a part of the meditation, but I think Western maybe not think that's meditation. It's not only Western, a lot of people. Then we think, we will close our eyes, keep quiet, and sit there. That's meditation. A lot of people think that's meditation. Therefore, we will follow that, okay? Maybe like 10, 15 minutes. I'll follow that, okay? First, just relax yourself. Physically, mentally. Just relax. Not thinking past and future, just in person. Then, if you're familiarized, you can see that all the images, Buddha's image. We have like Buddha once, we have Buddha Maitreya, Shiva, Buddha Shakyamuni, Tunga, and two disciples. We have Medicine Buddha, we have Tara, Manjushri, and Guru Rinpoche. So far, we have all different Lord that choose those we call enlightened person's image. We want as large as them, but they are also same as us. First, they're not already Buddha. They practice love and compassion. In 10 minutes, try to feel the energy, love and compassion. Maybe first it's not easy to you feel the power of love and compassion. You can learn it analytical meditation. love and compassion as power. First analytical, then concentration that. Try to feel power, love, and compassion. If we available to realization, love, and compassion, the opposite, hatred, jealous, they all go away. If you know possible, take some examples. The mothers, all the beings, how they taking care of the child. This is the power for love and compassion for the child. If we are possible to develop love and compassion on others, and others can feel that, they will be more comfortable with us and relaxed with us. Let's take example, even the animals, the baby ones, how they comfortable with the mother's protection. Even that the mother's love conjoined attachment, but the power, the love, it makes the babies comfortable and relaxed. And again, total awareness, the image from of us or the Buddha, Bodhisattva. We think that is not solid, something is a real Buddha, Bodhisattvas point of view. To find, to feel their compassion for us as one of the quality refuge. The Buddha's love, compassion has no limit. To feel something, blessing or love, compassion, or you can feel some blessings come from the heart, resolves your body, blessing your whole body and mind. Then try to feel something, peace or relax, calm. Now we're going to recite the name of the Buddha Shakyamuni mantra slowly. If you know, you can follow us. If you don't, you can listen. Keep your mind with us. This is good. That you have different feeling. You have some fears to go away, your body. recite same mantra and your mind without sound. Okay, open your eyes, wrap your hand together, very slowly, very tight, very fast. Okay, you have some feelings, concentration, the feeling of that. Okay, okay, now relax, relax. Sure. Type so much you can. Good. Good morning, guys. Today is a very special day. Some lost people come back. Even the Zoom. Anyway, wonderful. Also see that Michelle come back. She's good. Okay, and then Luciana is a give her a name now. Luciana. She was good. Here is also good. Very wonderful. And Jackie, we lost all Yeah, just kidding. It's wonderful to we will come back together. You know, and that's a very simple meditation. Therefore, when I heard people say, Geshe, why you didn't teach meditation? I teach all the time. Really, this meditation? Yes, what will we talk about all the time? Meditation. No, there's no meditation. The word, I thought maybe some different way is really what we do meditation is also concentration and analytical meditation go together. We try to go here and here to go together. Otherwise, concentration is before sleep. Then you lose maybe 1-2 minutes you try to concentrate, then you lose your mind. Therefore, we change and change. That's how to do the meditation very simple way. With 21st century people very busy mind. They're thinking too many things. We're not able to long-term meditation. Okay? Therefore, in order to see the result of meditation or bigger concentration, we need to analytical meditation. Without analytical meditation, the concentration meditation doesn't get any results because they're not very stable, they're not very solid. For example, without salt, any foods have not much taste. without salt or without sugar? Is it? We have ice cream, no sugar, no taste. Right? Therefore, food also without salt, some flavor. Then whatever doesn't matter, what even matters, it doesn't make the food taste good. I think they like that. Without analytical meditation makes this is the only the way. This is the real. Then you concentration, then you don't give up. Right? You can see that some animals, babies, when there's some scared, they're already tired for their mother. Very tired. But they think this is the only way to save my life. So there's also powerful mother's love. The baby can feel like that. Therefore, in order to see the result, concentration is a concentration.
Meditation.
We need to analytic meditation. Analytic meditation, looking for the reason. Why? This is like Buddhism science. Science always checking numbers, right? You check all the time, it doesn't work. You need to check again. No, really, I can concentrate that, something like that. Okay? That's good. I'm not talking too much. I don't see guys. So he doesn't go to follow the text. And I heard he's going to teach in chapter 7, but he doesn't talk. He told you last couple weeks, right? Yeah. 하지나 현주기 나한테 로로로 오치와이나 아니 샤적을 셈데 맞게와 깨와다 만년바 공원에 거도 되 답시선 돼 말이스 Good morning. Let's see.
So the guide to Buddhists who have life, is all about generating bodhicitta, which has not been generated, and then and then which has been generated, not declining, and further increasing more and more.
Okay. And Charles 미치게야. 다 슌주 저도 슌주로 저월 슌주 된다. 도도 가르쳤나? 어디다가도 샤주 셈조는 보지 마제반은 제와 그래 마제반 제지지 제와냐 뭐 공내 거는 뒤치기 된다디 삼보로 샤고.
So if someone were to ask you, what is the the main thing about the guide to the Buddhist way of life, then you should be able to say this. It's all about the precious mind bodhicitta, to generate which has not been generated, and to not decline which has been generated, and then to increase even more and more.
당한도 샤주에서 마제와 제대로 줘서 제외. 내가 담보 쓴거.
And are you the one who has generated the mind of enlightenment or bodhicitta, which was not generated before?
요리가를 제대로 내가 담보 쓴대로 줘 제대로 티나 샤주에서 마제와 제외 답시도 송 그래.
So the first chapter of the Guide to the Buddhist Way of Life explains about how to generate bodhicitta, which has not been generated before.
안에 전에 시원가와 두바던데 제와 문제바 탐시 가르쳐 그래. 가르게 냠바치게 됐어.
And then the fourth, fourth, fifth, and sixth chapter explains how to not degenerate the bodhicitta that you have already generated.
다 덤바 제와 고왔으면 되게 다 이상처럼 말이 제와 때 고네 건배가 가르쳐 그랬어.
And then the seventh, eighth, and ninth chapter explains how to increase the bodhicitta that you have already generated.
근데 제와 때 된지게 샤적을 셈데 안에 라면 조자도 모아려고 해서 어떻게 다 되고 너도 들리지 말이야.
And then the 10th chapter is all about dedicating, all the studies and practice that you have done, of all these 9 chapters, and to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. So that explains about the dedication.
That 되게 변화 지나고 누쇼발이야. 되게 따지다 누쇼바서 마차 배제를 어떤 가면 될 루마로 좀 제사와 있어. 근데 대 양줄로 좀 제발라. 근데 지금 더 매워도 아니 나 제대로 매워도 용도 와. 대체가 좀 넣어야 돼.
So many Westerners, they think that the book that they have already read once, is all that's all that they need. So they don't have to read it anymore, or they don't have the interest to read again. So that is in this case will be mistaken.
되게 되게 샤치고 좀 깨다. 냠로 그러다. 손이 좀 그러다. 아들 맞죠 먼저 제사는 단다야 봐야 제대로 내겠던 바데 그렇게 송샤고.
And so it says that it's not just enough to read, or not just enough to generate the bodhicitta. You have to maintain it. You have to make an effort to maintain it, because there is a risk of degenerating it. And so in order to maintain it, you have to make an effort. So therefore the 7th chapter specifically explains about making effort.
너도 칼라 자식 사나 아주 싸워도 주저까지 꼬매고 잡는 거.
So it's like, you even if you have eaten plenty of food, you still have to eat later, right? Because after a few hours, it will be all gone.
제가 너도 칼라 자식은 주저까지 매야 돼. 가을 하는 거.
So the plenty of food that we ate, disappears after a few hours, right? Where does it disappear into?
그런 게 니빠 강화 요바때 너도 수벌 받쳐가고.
So the food, what of the protein we get from the food, goes into the body, right?
근데 다 괜히 듣고 비추로 봐요, 저거.
And the waste, will be discarded, right?
제가 들으러 가지고 저쪽도.
So anyway, similar to that, it changes, right? The things, doesn't stay same. It changes.
오케이, 다 된다 간다. 제가 순죽 때마치 돌로에 다다 채고다. 뭐 정보를 뭐 제가 이 돈 주주 정한다 봐. 아니 와르나세 내 지주인 봐. 근데 그 대대 나발 썼네. 근데 제가 니만 따고 공부거다. 니만 따고인데 아닌데 로로 채고를 했어. 근데 제가 간대 때문에 상고를 했어. 오토송소.
And so therefore you have to study, keep on studying. Even if you have studied once, then you have to keep on studying many times. So like His Holiness the Lama, when he gave teaching on this guide to the Buddhist way of life, and I think in 2015 in Varanasi, he held the book in his hand, and he said, you should do it, you should read it as a daily practice. So like every day you have to read it again and again.
야, 다 옛날 잡혔던 막 쇼로가 담보된 쇼로가 시와 지금로다 다시다 막 가는 듯이 잡자는 기자리.
And so then the 7th chapter and the 4th verse, I think we kind of went through that already, right?
다 담보니 시와 지금로가 그냥 좀 되셔.
So let's read, from the verse 1 to 4 one more time.
Having patience, I should develop enthusiasm, for awakening will dwell only in those who exert themselves. Just as there is no movement without wind, so merit does not occur without enthusiasm. What is enthusiasm? It is finding joy in what is wholesome. Its opposing factors are explained as laziness, attraction to what is harmful, and despising oneself out of despondency. Because of attachment to the pleasurable taste of idleness, because of craving for sleep, and because of having no disillusion with the misery of cycling existence, laziness grows very strong. Enmeshed in the snare of disturbing conceptions, I've entered the snare of birth. Why am I so not aware that I live in the mouth of the Lord of Death?
야, 나와대 줄로쇼. 두바대 줄로쇼.
And the 5th and 6th as well.
Do I not see that he is systematically slaughtering my species? Whoever remains soundly asleep surely behaves like a buffalo with a butcher. When having blocked off every escape route, the Lord of Death is looking for someone to kill. How can I enjoy eating? And likewise, how can I enjoy sleep?
Okay. What do you think? This is true or this is just talk about Buddhism? This is always, I'm thinking myself also. Imagine. If you get, oh, this is Buddhism where it really doesn't work for us. This is a reality that we say, yeah, that's really important. Now, this thing we need to answer meditation. Any questions for about that? 다 가서 담 좀 해봐. 가는 것도 쇼로가 시와이시지. 따라 먹으셔야 되죠. 저 들어가야 돼요.
So last time we kind of talked about up to the verse 4 here and there. So do you have any question after that?
예, 자자와는 내가 지랑도 나 주면도 맘에 봐봐. 나 롱에 왔는 밖에 말했어 가지. 맘에 봐봐. 롱을 안 해도.
So like the lamp, like the butter lamp or the candle lamp, if you can lit it only if there's a wind, right? Without a wind, you will not be able to light the candle light or the butter lamps, right?
It's true. What about you think? 주면도 야고 매든 말을 롱을 거기로 해야지.
So in order to light the candle, do you need a wind or no?
Oxygen.
Some oxygen, yeah, oxygen, yeah, oxygen like wind, right? Something wind, some power, something that.
Sometimes wind refers more to the motion.
Yeah,
But
maybe no wind like that.
the air.
But something there's some air. 제가 대죠. 저랑이들 맨날 샹치고서 제나야. tundi면나 샹치고서 내가 지금 말해서 고대들 해서 거죠.
So that's what it says. So the merit does not occur without enthusiasm. So even if you have generated bodhicitta, if you don't make the effort, you will not be able to create merit.
나한테는 막까지 레로 사이트시라 두자래서 레로 원의 쇼와이나 아니 네가 친구시라 그래서
And then it talks about the opposing factors of enthusiasm, that is laziness. So if you fall under the laziness, then you will not be able to accomplish anything.
아니 니시라 그만했어.
And it says don't fall asleep for a long time.
얘나는 디마이 바니시라 그만했어.
And especially the overtime sleepings.
다 되는 것이었어. 다 되네. 가상이 지나서 지시하라까지 다니 쇼로가 시와네 가지나 이거 가지는 될 수가 있죠. 그래서 가르치는 소리 좀 그래서 수가 있죠. 그래서
And then in the verse 4, it sort of asks question, why do we have to make an effort? Why do we have to practice the enthusiasm?
네가 돈에서 저런 개와셔를 가르치는 소리 좀 그래서
Like, why do you have to make effort to practice virtue?
오케이. 다디 애들 가래.
What is the answer for that?
제가 레데 안데 딱 쇼로가 시와딩 적이 그래.
So the answer is given in the 4th verse.
내가 빼다지 빼 차셔봐 이나스. 너와라 샘체 가리나 가나 탁. 샘체 섬사지 자가이도 되나 섬나 듣고 네가 잡으시라로 와.
So it gives an example like a snare or a nest, where where they trap the animals, right? So if the animal is trapped into that, then it would be very dangerous, right, for the animal.
네, 다 미기 너와 체때 샘체때 이지 세고레스. 그래서 내가 막 가마치. 미사데 빼 농음치 뭐. 잠불래야 샘체 밀레 농음체지에 요만.
So like human beings, we have very strong desire, right? So very strong desire and always want to have more. So they go after kill animals, to fulfill their desires. So there's no other beings who has more desire than human beings.
미사데 녀로 사주는 농음들. 소소 너가 침보든 너가 마카해서 나도 자세 니다 요거로 와.
So human beings are the most troubling beings because of the desire, right? So like because of that strong attachment or desire, then there comes the enemies and friends and so forth from there.
제자 안에 다 네가 가라다나 지난기 개와시 발라 20 맞춰 봐이나 다 이런 모셔라 저저 이런 모셔라 이거 맞다 생각.
And he's saying that if you don't make an effort to practice virtue, then you don't have much time left.
다양 내가 저 이나도 배우냐 대강도 나도 나발라게 맞다 대강도 나발라게 맞다.
It's again, is you have to understand that it's not really trying to like kind of scare you off.
가시들 앞에 주로 야옹에서 가르쳤네. 가드는 처음부터 짜자셔야 될 때, 가드는 동안 짜자셔야 될 때 올라오래.
Some people say Buddhism is not good because they always talk about suffering, or they always talk about death and impermanence like that.
It's real, it's true, right? You talk about that. 남들 세월 인생 가 인생 내가 하고.
But we have to understand the reason why we have to talk about that.
지난 게 되선 돌아 맞지 엘라 지리.
So one reason is to not waste your time.
이에 대해 지나 기업에 갈라야 기부지에 대해서.
And secondly is saying that while you have it, enjoy it.
또 갈라 신분이 사야나 내가 요다를 매우는 갈라 신분이 처음으로 봤어. 내가 지금까지 돌아다니는 갈라 좋아하는 게 자꾸.
Like if you have a very delicious food and set on the table, while you eat it, you can enjoy, the good taste of the food. But if you don't pay attention to the taste and you just keep on talking other things, then you will not feel the taste.
Especially if you have some emotional talking, some maybe some ego, some arguments. We eat food, we don't have any feeling. We don't rejoice the food, is it? 제가 도도 것도 그렇나. 산지 땡길라 병을 때 산지 도 송샤래. 대대 바다 지난 게 밑에데 리모샤가 강 요아데 지난 간나 세면 주마데 해서. 그래서 기호이 다 아슬라.
So this is what Buddha said, So not I'm saying it, but Buddha said it, and it says, so whatever life you have, then don't waste it, with the disturbing thoughts. Rather, enjoy it.
This makes sense, right? We enjoy, go to the party, then come back tired. We then enjoy, go to the party, then drunk, and make the empty our pocket. Come back tired. It's not the best way. Just enjoy, you relax your mind, enjoy. Okay? 다 가르치니 가르치는 거를 써봐야나 당보들이라도 봐야. 제가 너무 제외 쇼르바나 제외 전에 취재가 간데 배차차나 아스 저다카네 소저가 제대 다듬 시삼스 배차차나 안에 다 섬제 생애가 다 몸베가 짜제가 나라 아니 추대게 아니 르다도서 아니 나지가 마데 아니 몸바데 고세샤 그래서 고세가 된 거는 추대 배태 나지 나도 제와 녀네 나도 시에 짜지는 추대바다 아니 뒤랑 투나 마데베 나도 시도가 지나는데 가디는 시에 메스.
So he said, just like the example of a hunter who has set a cage or snare, right, trap, to catch the animal. So animal who is caught in the trap, of the hunter, will definitely die. Sooner or later it will definitely die. So there's no caution about that or doubt about that. So just like that, once we are born, as a human beings, then we are similar, to that. We are in the cage, of the death, and therefore there's no way for us to be free from death. We'll definitely die. And he says, why we are not aware of that.
제가 가상 현딩을 저도 배시 맞아요. 봐. 안도 유모트서 마방와 있나? 아나 내가 매와 있나요? 거의 밤에마다 공연 교양 그랬어. 네가 지금 싫어할 생각도 빠질라면서 된다고 라면서.
So I think last time I kind of mentioned that as long as we have this, we have not abandoned, the delusions, even though it is not manifesting at the moment, but because it's there, therefore it can, manifest.
어제 제자 다 되게 아니 가디나 아니 쇼치니 개발 좀 이니 저런 선발을로지 대 선발을로이나 그것이 싸고 말해.
And so he's saying that you have to make an effort, to practice virtue, and then secondly, also, enjoy and relax. So if you are relaxed, then you will not create much non-virtuous actions.
제가 지난 일본 아이 처음부터 저녁에는 좀 거리 나고 간제네 아니 소소 신도에 와 거기 그걸 나타나 줘도 기호전에 대다와나 아니 많이도 직발했어.
And so while you know that you're going to die and still, just sitting there and doing nothing, you are similar, to a buffalo. That's what it's saying.
제가 샘제 대표도 돈이 샘제도 봐 시작하는 로리나. 아니 그게 직생이 여러분들 같이 싸싸기 때문에 없는데 제가 이제 신경 말아.
So it's just like the animal that is taken into the slaughtering house. There's the the butcher, is slaughtering the animal in the front, but then there's behind, the other animals in the line behind, just sitting there and eating grass and not knowing, what's going to happen to them.
아니 다지들도 주바디가 람 끈이 까내서 첩다기네 따르신다 쳤다 쳤네 사가진 나타 닐레 쳤다가스 결지랑이 바네 종간으로 된지게 아지 슈도야기 사자들 레네 텔레소 타야기 람바강가 까샤이바다 딱 그디 슈다 되어스 단다 절대 갈아사주네 니로 오는 기보지도 가리용도
And then in the verse 6, he's saying that you come to a house, into the house where you're going to definitely die, and there's no escape from that. And so when you know that there's no escape, you're going to die there, and then while knowing that, how can you just sit there and enjoy? It's like that.
Okay, enjoy means to enjoy the kadina chanake sim no more want to from this. 아니 kadina chanake 아니 what sim no want from this. 또 enjoy 뭐지 sim no want to know. 내 차체도 뜨고 want to 되게 내가 같이 봐주는 sim 양 want to 맞을라.
So here again, enjoy, means like, to follow the delusions, like attachment, anger, distractions, and do the action, with that, following the delusions like attachment, and then engaging in action. So that is called enjoyment here. So, don't do that. That's what he's saying.
She said she learned that she had come to sama
So death is inevitable. You cannot escape that. So we're definitely going to die. There's nothing you can do about it.
시위가 가르치는 도스 마시고가 가르치거든요. 마시고가 예배가 미하고 있죠. 도스 시위가 배워라 나도 나게 좋지. 링아 예서 개와 카트도 되는 패그레스.
And so what do you do? What do you do before you die, and what will be of benefit at the time of death, right? So what do you do before you die is engage in the virtuous actions, through your body's vision mind. And if you have done that, then that Dharma practice, will be of benefit at the time of death.
다원은 나도 근데 사마타트보다 선이가는 트레스 버려요. 요다 용시 버. 많이 용시 버려. 텔레 들이가 요한테 니만데 니만 야보지 제에서
And so even if everything is good today, we may come up, with problems tomorrow, right, or day after tomorrow. On a day-to-day basis, we may get problems, and we may get into problems, right? So therefore, whatever you have now, spend that time, in a proper way.
Okay, do you guys like to more hear about that impermanence? Really? Really? 나 너무 친구 나야. 아니, 나왔음 진짜 그때 되면 시험을 기회 좀 가봐요.
So there's in the great stages of path to enlightenment by Lama Tsongkhapa, it explains about death and impermanence, and with the 3 reasons, what's the matter?
나왔음 진짜
The 3 roots and the 9 reasons.
나와rel라 진짜 숨숨이요.
So each root, has 3 reasons. So there are 3 reasons, 3 roots and 9 reasons.
이제 나왔다. 사마시로 그래서 삼제 사마.
So the first root is that death is certain. It's certain, for all the beings to die. all the sentient beings to die.
It's true? Yes. Thumbs up, down. Is that right? We cannot, nobody can anything. This is the nature. And the churching emerges. She will change, she will.
So the time of death is uncertain.
That's true. They're not number, right? Some old people die, 40 young people die. They're not 100% sure, right? And she will come to Chumato, Kangi Penamaris.
And then the third rule is that at the time of death, nothing will be of any benefit except the Dharma.
I think I'm the numbers on Tanda Grave. And I'm buying so some Takayo.
So this is how it is explained in Buddhism.
제가 맞더니 같이 돼버려. 나랑 그 냠용스가 용스서 통통 용스죠 자스지. 네, 마시니 조선스로.
So this is something that I want to explain to you or share with you from my own experience.
나 가와는 그거다. 저도 저는 미시나다 살라마다 사님한테 시대는 시작을 내가 거 맞다 담좀 아니 연수 가대다 가와는 그러다.
So I go all kind of places, I go all kind of places. You only see me on Wednesdays and Sundays, and you think I'm just here only on Wednesdays and Sundays. But then other days, there are all many different kind of places that I go to. So I never turn off my phone. And like when I used to drive, I used to go out, around 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, and to people's house. Like sometimes there's somebody who's dying, and they will ask me for help. Then I'll go and and do prayers for them. And then sometimes I'll just fall asleep next to the dead person, or sometimes I come back, and then after 1 hour of sleep, then they will say, "Oh, the person is dying now, so you have to come back again," and then I go back like that.
제가 다른 것도 미 파주를 해가지고 저기 대련간 있고 드세면 깔깔깔 소소까지 아니 지금 링아에서 패토는 재워는 거.
So like so if there's some way I can help to the person who's dying, or to the family, then of course in whatever way with the body, speech, and mind, I would like to help.
제가 같은 데지 랩스 맨날 미사 지치고 지금 아마 돈으로 가다 랩스. 제냐게 삐치신 분들이 사실.
And then in a case like that, one time I came across this family. Looks like very well off, a very wealthy family, and there was an old lady who was dying. So the old lady was in her 90s, I think, and she was almost dying. And anyway, so they had this the old lady, mother, in like senior home, which is like a 5-star hotel. Have you seen like that kind of senior homes? So when I went to the place, there were maybe like about 10 suites, like a suite, so each person have their own place, with the everything, and there's maybe about 8 or 10 of them there, it's a very big area, and then you go outside, very nice, beautiful, landscape, a nice garden, and so forth.
You can phone pick up. You go to that. Okay. For the bathroom. 제가 가지 제 봤다와이나 가지 아마 가지 빼셔야 보이지 이번 타치는 거 같아요.
So just by looking at the place, I figured that she must be a very wealthy person.
다 아마 다 조금 걸어서 조금 시야를 다 받는 시에서는 가다 올려가 아마 무슨 되시.
So they said the family said that she might die soon. So when I reached there, her eyes were closed.
아니 이게 누구지 라바데 자에 라바도 저는 뜻이 됐을 거고 걔도. 근데 라바저는 때 걔도 그냥 받다는 다다 다시 두다지 시선 말해.
And so when I felt her cheeks, and then she looked up, and then also when I held her hand, it was quite moving. So it didn't feel like she was going to die that soon. So like I said, at least for now, another week or two, she was not going to die.
다들 중요하다. 다들 중요한 거다. 생각 나는 게 남주가 고마니까 통 아니고 다가 소소 통하다 티박 소소 냠다 생겼다.
So like that, I have many stories like that. So this is one of them, and this is something that I have seen and felt. So that's what I'm experiencing.
아니 가르친다. 아니 딱이 현대 것도 봐. 현대 것도 아마 나서.
So then I started doing my prayers, chant the prayer. When I chanted the prayer, then she looked up, with her eyes opened.
그것도 이만까지 아마 저 시험 말사.
And they said that for several days, she hadn't opened her eyes.
제가 딱 멤버 히로에서 공을 남도.
So the doctor told them that she's going to die soon.
그때 이제 아니 너도 라판도 소송 걸어라. 우리 소송 걸어라.
And then she moved her hand.
뭐라고 지라도 지라도.
So she moved her hand, to her head and was patting her head with her hand.
오케이. 아니 세대 남 샤와다. 아니 뭐 바빴음.
And then moment I stopped chanting, then also, she closed her eyes again.
또 되게 변화 가지 뭐 카를 납두고 말다. 샘기 가지 추자고만 가지 지금 말하고 거 뭐 하고.
So that shows that although she's not able to say verbally with her mouth, but in her mind, I think she is feeling something about Dharma.
I think this is also powerful Dharma. It's not powerful me. Power Dharma, she can feel that. 아, 데리마 단어 싶으셨다. 쉬워 마시고 양산이 돌아라. 그날 재밌어서. 아, 쉬워 마시고.
Really?
각 공무원도 시도 찍는데 락고 말하고. 양산이 되는. Anyway, 다 대창을 하면 그때 오지는 거야. 대파다 와이나 다 아마 클라사 도요 말해. 벤조 다가지 요래. 벤조 말해. 클라사 마타 와이나 칼 추요로 말해.
So she looks to me very wealthy and she must have a lot of money, but she was not able to even eat or drink anything.
제가 간지 로또 갖고네 에는 담아다 시고다.
So she looked very hungry and thirsty, but she couldn't eat or drink anything. So although she has all this wealth, but at the end, she kind of passes away, with the starvation, hunger, and thirst, not having, anything she's able to eat or drink.
제자마도 치외트 추마도 관계 평행만 해야 돼. 마지막까지 대선로다 뭐니 남자 땅도 빼자나서보다 어떤 때문에 이 사람이 마도 처하게 랭도 주들랭도.
So at that time, I really felt strongly that nothing will be of any benefit at the time of death except Dharma. So normally when we talk about that, we hear the word and we even say that or read that, right? But then we don't really get that feeling, But at that time, I got a very strong feeling that it's really true that Dharma is the only thing that's of benefit at the time of death.
전 삼도 모두 냠레데 더 주로도 번로 밑에는 돈을 되게 냠레 소소 가로 냠뽕하게 배게도 와.
So I think, when you go out and see these kind of situations or conditions, and then I think that helps, to gain more experience, about these teachings.
제가 그 말을 저도 단체도 먹고 뭐지 쉬더라고요. 알아 나한테 가려야 장보는 지금 남주 nurse다 doctors ben에 샴세다 제섬다 꾸무약부터는 네발을 보주나 네발은 조금 차그래서 네발 팽에서 돼. 너만도 라가 딱 잡고 쳐서 얘기를 했었는데 보면서 영국에 매고.
So like, His Holiness Dalai Lama used to say that the doctors and the nurses, if they have more compassion and love towards the patients, then it helps the patient better. Helps the patient to get better soon. And of course, didn't have any experience of that. And of course, but I believe because His Holiness says that, so therefore must be true, and I just believe in that way.
제가 나랑 나니 나가 걸려야 다 너스 배 맨가야 보자 너스 배다 자식 고추 고는 배 너스 야고도 와 그놈야 담보는 저는 남주 야가지래 아니 다 나샘 까지 깔린 문제 줄로 남주 야가지 내가도 좀 제다 에 하는 거야 고치는 거
Then of course, I've said this many times. I had my own experience, when I was in the hospital, and I see this 99% of the doctors and nurses are very kind. Even though they are working very hard, must be very tired, going through other problems. But when they come to see the patient, they are like always very, come with very good expression in their face, like very smiling and always talking nicely and being very kind, to the patients.
제가 쉽게 미리 너스 내고 수수 따주는 거 깨도 다 하고 더 지금 맞을 때 너스 가리래 술래가 요와 가게 되면 하고도
So then, because I was there for almost like a month in the hospital, so then I can like see or hear who's coming and what kind of nurse and so forth.
단 남주죠 같이 friendly 진정이 나들려나 생각을 가야 돼 널리 소화가 이렇게 돼
So even though I was in pain, but when I encounter with the nurse who comes with a very good expression, like very friendly behavior, then it makes me very happy. It made me very happy.
nurse 계셔야 들으라면서 제가 와도 제딱 놓으셔야 된다 되나 생각 제일 좀 말해 이제 그런 제국까지 쳐야 되나 저는 맞대다 지금 놀래기도
But then other time there are other nurses, who does the job, who comes and do the job that they are supposed to do, but they don't show that they're not very friendly or doesn't show a very good expression, in the face. Then you don't get that feeling. Of course, they're doing what they're supposed to do. Of course, they did the job that they're supposed to do, but then you don't get that feeling.
제 장점을 음식이 아니 샴색을 끊는 안에 비파조를 아니 다시 남주 때만 내가 지는 거 비파조를 팽크를 세워디 자자 장문이 나 공짜는 냠료대 포함했다 나 소소 대통령에 써서 되더니 무슨 냠료도 줘 똑바로 계속 말해
So that time I really kind of understood what His Holiness mentioned, like when he said the nurses and doctors, when they take care of the patients with the loving kindness compassion, that makes big difference. Then of course I didn't ever like spend time meditating on that, but from my own experience, I really saw that.
제대로 가서 저는 시비도 추도 가능한 거 아니야 다 남주 공자가 자가지가 추바도 가는 100만 사
So usually we sort of kind of meditate or think about that, right? Part, it's just nothing would be of benefit except Dharma. But then we don't really realize it.
Is it? Right? It's that is a certain, when we think we taught meditation, it doesn't much feeling. Do you feel anything? The mark can feel. 이마에는 아직 단단히 자서 그러듯이 막 시위도 쉬마다 보면 되게 아마 못 있던 거라. 딱 가지 그리고 각도 시와는 가지 좀 하다가 가지 갖고 다 예다는 시고 잡은 거지. 다 갈라서 소독 말이야. 가 지만 맞다 봐야 다 샘도 좋아요 거 꿈 좋아요 거.
So like I mentioned about this old lady, although she has a lot of wealth and so forth, but at the time of death, none of these things would be of any benefit. She couldn't even, have a sip of drink. So like she's trying to swallow her own saliva, and at the end, die with kind of thirst and starvation like that.
제대 뭐를 보다 다 타고 타면서 그런 거지. 그거를 제대 기면 이제 따디야.
All her children's around, like maybe her own children and her nieces and nephews around, but they can't do anything. They're just looking at her and they're not able to do anything to help her.
Okay, this is like through the experience to really get impermanent. Usually we talk, oh, some of the dead, oh yeah, oh my God, oh, someone, oh, sorry, we don't feel it. Honestly, we don't. I see maybe hundreds of dead people. I go to everywhere, I go to Tibetans, of course. I go to some Westerns, I go to Chinese, I go to Nepalese. I see all the people die or the people who are almost dead. Things. But there's not much feeling. I don't know. That's the reason why it really keeps me just covered as I'm thinking also. Really, it's really true. Then I don't know what to do. Just as if we talk about death impermanent. But it's not making you guys scared, okay? It means just it's reality, right? Because usually people, all of us, fighting for our name, our possession, our own view or idea. You say, does not occur, does not occur. Is it? Always fighting that. That's it. Don't do that, babies. We relax. We can each other. We all go same direction. How you get doesn't make feel sad. But this is a good practice. Because in the region in the same soil na anybody or tanazo. I'm going to change it. That big every couple of message you down some shit.
So when you experience, or think in that way, then, you find that, oh, okay, it's really true that, there's nothing will be of benefit at the time of death except the Dharma. And then therefore I should, just practice Dharma and enjoy my life in a positive way like that.
Okay? Enjoy your life, okay? Go to have some ice creams. Yes. The doctor said you have too much sugar. Let me skin again.
So on that question of enjoying your life, I wanted to seek some clarification because on the one hand, Geshe says that the reason that Buddhism, talks a lot about death and impermanence is one, is so we don't waste our time, and two, so that we enjoy, right? But then in the verse where 6, it says, "How can I enjoy eating? How can I enjoy sleep?" when we're in the mouth of the Lord of death. And I know Geshe said, well, there enjoy means not to be.
They're not ignorance. The enjoyment, you need to understand the reality. That must make sure you understand reality. Then when you think about how don't you love it? When they say shouldn't you start to like Joe the home? Then enjoy more. That they are this cool. No doubt. They get touch on Papa Shivkishana.
So when I say enjoy, just, so that you don't build up this anxiety, thinking that, oh, I'm going to die all the time. And so, but on the other hand, you're supposed to think for 24 hours, 24/7, that you're going to die, like that. So you have to think like that. But on the other hand, just to not get that anxiety or scared, so Geshe said, he just said, to enjoy.
Yeah, try to make a little bit, that not too strong. It's true, if you just like what we're doing today, this is life. It's really, we are like here. We didn't know we're going to die. When, how. But still, we don't think about that. We just doing things. There's a you like a buffalo. And the vulture is going to come to kill that you don't know. Things like that. This sentence you really follow like that. But I try to be a little bit soft. Soft. Okay? Just don't scare. Just enjoy your life. If someone says, your very best friend, tomorrow he's going to like India, he not come back 50 years. He said, okay, today we're going to lunch together, enjoy. Because you have no time, tomorrow he's not there anymore. That's it. So here we enjoy together. Isn't it like that? Right? Our family come together, enjoy this time. Like that. Therefore, we don't know much, just enjoy, don't think too much. Just enjoy. If you do some Dharma activity, it doesn't mean don't go walk, don't do activities. Of course, you have to survive, but don't too much always to stressful. Thinking too much, thinking. Okay? A little bit clean, a little bit soft.
Yeah, I guess I'm wondering, is it sort of focused on not enjoying things out of attachment or not following attachment and then to get pleasure?
Exactly. No follow the attachment, enjoy. No enjoy for the. 가르쳐 그 좋아하는 걸 좋아야 돼요.
당 가서 enjoy 쳐야 돼. 다 기부도 안 들어. 다 기부도 안 돼. 저 가서 유몽이想要的 전에 기부도 안 되다. 다 기부도 안 야고 말아.
네, 때문에
나데 기부도 안 야고데 다가는 다 개베촌에 야고 기부도 안 줘라. 디쳐라.
계획으로 야고 제와다 아니 그는 생각해 보지. 생각하면 기분이
So yeah, just be relaxed. And so enjoy means like if you are relaxed, then you'll enjoy it, enjoy the time, right? Yeah, you're right. So not enjoying by following the delusions like attachment, distractions and so forth. So we say, oh, I like this, so then we go to do the things that we think is enjoyment. So those are not really enjoyment, So that kind of enjoyment only creates more negative karma. Enjoy, at least just by relaxing, not worrying too much and just relaxing. In that way, you at least don't create negative karma. The other way is to enjoy in a proper way by creating positive karma.
샘 묘모원 말하나 바지 이주 리조 여여만.
So like if your mind is not following the delusion, then you are having good time. You're enjoying. You're having good time. You're enjoying.
미세게 땅가서 지금 작도다. 지금 말자다. 다시 답변하다던데.
Especially if we don't, follow those negative emotions like jealousy or arrogance and so forth, then your mind is more enjoyable.
Okay? Does it make sense? Yes.
I have a question about verse 2. So it was talking about the opposite of enthusiasm being laziness or being despondent or have like in my translation self-contempt. So what are the causes for these things?
그래서 레로
레로 다 당가서 지금 로션바 요라다 이게 제대로 말했어야 그래서 지금 레오메 와도 차져라 근데 로데서 대서디 당가서 존도기 다 로다들 존도기 다 가서 가셔들었어 그래서 안 뒤져서 대서 계획이 뒤에 가르치고 그랬어. 그래서 가르친 게 전에 레로 끼고 그랬어.
싸워 너무 봐. 쇼점이지. 니네 아침에도 제대 쇼점다.
Yeah, generally it's delusion, and then self-cherishing attitude that causes one to have the laziness.
제대 쇼점이 와서 어디 유튜브를 말해.
So those who have strong self-cherishing attitude, will not be able to make an effort.
아니 소설을 뽑아서 뺏는 것이 뭐야? 뽑아고.
And then having the confidence, that I should be able to do it, or I can do it, like that kind of thought, is very important.
딱 뽑아서 얘기하면 그 책은 대체 같이 더 말했어 소설적으로.
So the confidence is like, believe in oneself that one will be able to do. And so you can think that, oh, he can do it, she can do it, so why can't I do it? I can do it too, like that.
뽑아지려면 아주 시험반 example은 안 팽그래.
What a thing is it?
뽑아지려면 시험반 소속 배는 빼려 봐야나.
So if you take the others as an example, then that will help, to have confidence in yourself.
같은 소속을 주고 마다가 통화하고 지금 통화.
So if you look only into yourself, then you don't see the others.
되게 빼라. 나 빼봐. 근데 시원 줄로 따와는 소속 관계는 제로.
So like that, if you look into outside into others, then you will see that there are all these bigger problems, and you will forget about your problems.
땡가도 따지 빼나. 누가 땡보는 것이 로지가 도지들지 용어래. 왜 넘바 용어래.
So like in one year, I don't know which one it is, but one time His Holiness got very sick in Bulgaria.
근데 딱 쑥쑥쑥 잡으더라고, 쑥쑥쑥 잡으더라고.
So he had a very strong pain.
This element is not, I'm talking. 아니, 정부는 딱 쑥쑥 잡는다. 근데 잡고 랑가라야 정부는 미치겠던데. 미쪽이 통도 미쪽이. 나가래요. 값사 다시 지금 그 랑가도 우리 등들 뭐 드레이 통하더라고.
And then while he was traveling, with pain, he saw somebody, in a very wretched, poor condition, like a homeless. Like in India, it's even much worse than here. Have nothing, to wear or anything. That like naked and very much like suffering.
아니, 정부는 미치 통하다. 그걸 직접 나한테는 지금 뭐 거라 정부로 지금 책에도 그걸 이제 계획이면 대선받아 정부는 미치 그렇겠다. 뉴스 슈체 못해. 내가 재송스 어때 송도.
And then he thought about, oh, this person, he's in such a poor condition and nobody is around to help him. But here I am, with some pain. There's so many people around me, to help me, take me to the medication, all these things. And so when he thought about that, then, and thought about the even more severe condition, of the other person, then he forgot about his pain.
제가 쓰는 방법 찍기 아니 감도 샘대 간 수수 좋아하려고 봐. 대대적으로 저때 제가 쓰는 방법은 소소로 폐기 빼.
So like in one way of thinking in that way, and one way of thinking like that, that makes a big difference in one's experience, right? So like that, so he always says if you think about others, your problem, will vanish like that.
오케이. 도전하는 방법다. 좀 같이 동물. 당기처럼 빼시면. 그냥 나도 미치라 라파니제 매번 통화나 나도 싫어 할래 말. 아, 이제 콜라파니제도 소지면 더.
So then it's like that, So if he can if he can endure, what can I endure? Like that, So then you get a kind of a more confidence or a strength, from looking at others. And like another example, like if somebody, without both hands, if you see them, I say, you say, oh, poor guy, he doesn't have any hand, and you feel something like that, but right?
But we don't feel it. For we just think, oh, poor guy doesn't. We don't feel it. And you could look at deep how he does to himself, how he eats, how he go to bathroom. If we possible, we don't want nobody come with us bathroom. I want my privacy. But we think how he do that, then you really develop compassion. Otherwise, we don't think, oh, poor guy, yeah, he do it. We go a little bit deep. Then you really feel something in your mind. Those how to develop love or compassion like that way. Is it? It's different. Usually we don't much think that. We see maybe some bird just fall down there. We say, oh, poor guy, poor guy. Then a little bit more close, we say, who's going to take food? Then we just cross. It makes it for us very emotional, a little while, but we see things very serious. Therefore, this more than we talk about. And like meditation is very important. This heart, tip going there. Is it? Then you can develop. Then you become very compassionate, love person. Then you become more relaxed. Because if you don't have much self-grasping, self-chasing. 너와 채워, 동음 채워봐. 아니, 라시 채워 매가 있나? 너 그때에야 알려내.
So if you don't have those negative emotions, like a very strong desire, attachment, and then you'll be more relaxed,
You think this? It is a little bit meditation, okay? What you hear today, just put book there. Next week coming home, you cannot go tomorrow. No, my friends have go to the airport. I have to go there. No, it's okay. I'm not saying that. Oh no, I have to go shopping. You didn't come. You didn't look the book one thing. Of course, you have some different issue. I'm not saying, but this is for all of us. All of us try to discover. We all try to escape. Even this, right? Oh, I have to do something to my friends. Oh. Small excuse which are we don't study. It's just therefore, of course, you come one time to study is good, but continue. Right now you can practice prayer to God and become more powerful. Is it? Okay, I'm talking too much. Luck. Any questions? Any serious questions?
I just wanted to, if I might add, Jackie, for your question, there's extensive explanation on those three types of laziness in either liberation or the palm of your hand.
Yeah. Anyway, you need to move forward.
Confidence.
Confidence is important, right? You don't have confidence. Motivation is very important, I think, because that's my own experience. I was come to one study. I was 19 years old. I didn't read Tibetan language. I can speak, but I couldn't read. But I need to study. I need to finish this. No one forced me to come in the monk. I do my. Therefore, I took about 3 years. Maybe I sleep like the earliest one maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock. Sometimes at 3 o'clock sleep. Get up 5:30 over the board. I don't feel tired because I have very strong motivation and confident. Secondly, come here, study English. I don't have motivation to study. I don't have confidence. It's very bad because it takes me very lazy. First I study a little English. I go to adult school. I then do homework. I go to class, ask someone here, can you if nobody read that, go there, check. Motivation is very important. But then I have some lady come to tutor. When she come, I feel tired. She taught me very hard working. I don't have motivation to study English. No confidence. I'm too old to study English. Like Tibetan tradition, right? They say you're 50 years old, too old to study. This is totally wrong. Right? It's one such a pet that said, even you die tomorrow, study today is not late. It's true, right? You learn something today. You're 90 years old, maybe 95 years old. Maybe you are die next couple days. You can do something today. It's such a pet that said like that. But nobody follow that. But in tradition, you are like 50 years. Time to die, you don't. You know. It's very traditional. If you have to get a lesson there. Culture, or you study something to plan. You do something to plan. Then you 50 years. So the research of one paramount. Time to die, you have no much time. That's the research of one paramount. This is one thing very bad. The culture too has lose a lot of opportunities. But second, I really told you, your mala is taught how to meditation. Also I went to the lot of nursing homes, maybe when they go, why he didn't talk very garbage things, pick up here, pick up here. But those things also give me a lot of experience to good, also think about. Read Dharma, it's okay, yeah, very difficult for us to realization. Therefore, I go to a lot of nursing home. They just die. They try to keep their mind. Well, some people die, right? Die all day. I'm not saying Tibet is good. Tibet is old. They just have to finish 10,000 one time. They don't have time to think about it. They just all day. Maybe they don't know the meaning, but they're very strong faith to benefit their life. 24 hours all day. Even they sleep, they hold the mind. This is very good meditation. Different culture, for us, maybe we don't have that culture. Sometimes when they some people say, sure? Maybe you have some problem. No, this is, they think they're talking themselves. They pray. Different culture. They're talking about them, talking about. This is also really good meditation. I think they have no problem to
Well,
die when they to die. From that time no go. Now who don't dharma, they just TV, watch TV, finish, right? Then some, I'm not saying bad, but this is the culture how to walk this way. I'm not criticizing someone, but this is the culture, different cultures, right? I say, you guys also try to so kumshi jar to us, man the kumshi
habituation.
habit. I saw that some Chinese students they have a lot of good habit. The Chinese they also some they don't use the mala because too long they have to walk, they're traveling, they put something the numbers. Count it, they just all day. They put some of the finger, they just all day. They're very good like that, yes.
One of the benefits to doing that so that the mind doesn't go to the delusions.
One, this is the last one. Mind doesn't go to the one. Best motivation, you have very strong faith for Dharma. Then you take refuge Dharma, and then you can meditate. 2 minutes. One, take refuge Dharma, always think about Dharma, Buddha. Can meditate. Secondly, you recite the name of the any deities. You can meditate. The last one, your mind not destroyed. For us, maybe mind not destroyed. Number one. If someone wish for our mind not destroyed, this is my goal. Thank you, right? This is what. Yeah, and Chinese also they have the mother name called all the time. Yeah, yes.
So it's also a tradition in Catholic culture, Catholic religion, to recite prayers at your prayer reads. I have a friend whose father-in-law was elderly. She said he spent his whole day with his prayer reads reciting prayers.
Yeah, I saw one guy, he come here every day. He have the mala, he showed me. He's not Buddhist, he's Catholic. He's a Catholic priest. He exercises, walk around. Like, he walk through here, walk one more around. He showed me his mala. He have some different kind of mala. Rosary. Yeah, rosary, right? That kind of mala, rosary. But those two, you know, the way to keep our body, our mind together. Okay? Therefore, particular habit to recite some prayers, very Western different. I don't want to media like that. I want to talk about this through the faith, get some rest. Okay? Okay, you know question, now we stop. Is it? You have a question? You have a question? I'm looking for a question. Yeah, if you have to find more about death impermanent, look the book of Buddha. The first, what's it? Three, Jevachun Kapil.
On the small scope section.
Of concession. Okay? They have lot. Then of course, yeah, generally mention you go to lot and that lot. But mentally you need to have some power and confident. Confident. But our lazy is too powerful. Lazy say, no, you have no time. This is too high for you. The lazy say, take it. Right? Therefore, we need to fight for the lazy. Yeah, okay. Any question you guys have? Anyone sleeping? Anyone smile there? Hey, Vika, how are you? You know, Vika, people forgot you.
I can't hear very well today, the sound.
Really? Can you hear now?
Yes. Thank you.
I have to talk like that. Anyway, it's good. We learn the criticize you, okay? We criticize you. Good to you know you don't hear.
じゃあ、こうしめど。
Everyone doesn't hear or just Rika?
민망하지 거기에서
이-
말해. 맞아. 아, 다이아보드.
Next time ask. Can you hear me?
I could hear you before, but then when you picked up that speaker, it then lost it for some reason.
How about now? How about
I can, yeah, I mean, I can hear you. It's a little bit faint, but I can hear you.
Okay, if you guys doesn't hear, it's good. We just criticize you guys. I'm just kidding, okay? We don't talk about some special. I just pick up some different things here to just put here. All the garbage is bring together, put in one place. Okay? Okay. What? Maybe Jackie, come to give this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're the youngest guy. You're the youngest man in this place.
You want to put it over here? Yeah, for
I
transit.
had thought, they probably never heard me. Okay, all right. Page 39 of the prayer book, please. Saji Perki Jushing Meta Tram Ri Rabling Ji Ni Degem Padi Sange Jingdu Mete Uwa Idrokonam Zing La Cho Parsho Jesu Lame Kujera Pen Ching Nam Kar Trin Le Chachuge Padang Lok Sang Tempe Drome Sapsung Idroe Munzel Tatune Gushi Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamner Yatayami. From my two collections, vast the space that I have amassed from working with effort, practice for a great length of time. May I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds' wisdom eye is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my lives, Manjushri. May I find the best of complete graded paths of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhas by practicing. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings with the points of the path as I have discerned them. May I uphold Buddha's teachings for a very long time. With my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread, or once spread have declined. May I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace, and the Buddhist deeds be nourished for a long time. By even this graded course to enlightenment completed, due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their children, may all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path praised by the Buddhas. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold Mahayana virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit and joy, may Lord Tenzin Gyatso Chenrezig remain in life till samsara's end. Tong ni ning je, zung du ju pe lam, che che sa te, gang chen ten dro gun, chak na pe mo, tenzin gyat so la, so wa de so, Jaden long ru show. Page 49, and the last three words of that we will say, please, please return swiftly. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Majinu's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplishes magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please return swiftly. Your form embodies all Buddhas. Your nature is that of Vajradhara. You are the root of the three jewels. Homage to you, O Gurus. In short, I seek your blessings, O protector, to be cared for by you from birth unremittingly throughout all my lives, and thus to become your chief disciple, holding every secret of your body, speech, and mind. O protector, please grant that all be auspicious for me to be foremost among your very first circle of disciples, wherever you manifest Buddhahood, so that all my temporal and ultimate wishes, without exception, may be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. In all my lives, never separated from perfect gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma. By completing the qualities of the stages and paths, may I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Furthermore, in life after life, may I, pleasing him in return, be forever fostered by an accomplished Mahayana spiritual master, the source of every virtue of this world and beyond. In his care, may I acquire in him a firm, unshakable faith, pleasing him by every means possible, doing nothing even for an instant to disappoint. May my spiritual master impart to me every instruction and every teaching in its entirety. Having understood them faultlessly, may I practice them and be able to bring them to perfection. May I never even for a moment fall under the sway of malevolent teachers and misleading friends. Having developed in every life belief in cause and effect, renunciation, the Bodhi mind, and a pure view, may I embark upon them continually with effortless experience. In every life, may every virtuous act gathered by way of body, speech, and mind be causes solely for the welfare of others and for the purest and highest enlightenment. Page 57, Prayers of Dedication. Through this virtue may I swiftly, having gained Guru Buddha state, place each and every sentient being without exception in that state. Precious supreme Bodhi mind, may it where I'm born arise, and where born never decline, but increase forevermore. We will end on page 75. Eczema. Igmetse weke chen chen rezik, dreame kempe wang po jam pel yang, gang chen kebe sugen song kapa, lo san drape zap